Yeah, and you did a sermon one a while back, and talked about Dr. Anna Lemke from Stanford and dopamine and this dopamine nation is her book's title, I believe. Anyways, it's about that, getting that dopamine hit, and we think we're going to get the dopamine hit from the likes and the comments on social media, but the thing that you don't realize is you're going to need even more the next day just to get to that base level of dopamine, or whether you're gambling or it's alcohol or vaping or food, whatever it is. And the thing about giving and serving is you get that dopamine hit, but it doesn't lower your baseline so that you have to serve more and more and more. And you think about these Olympic athletes that, Michael Phelps, how many gold medals has he won? And these big superstars, and they're committing suicide, or they're announcing that they've been experiencing severe depression because they're already at the top. And we get our dopamine, we get our fulfillment through the journey, through moving forward. And the great thing about faith and belief in God is that journey never ends. So there's not that gold medal at the end. God does not promise that you will get to retire and sit on a beach with a Corona at age 65 for another 35 years. That is not life. We will have challenges every day, every year, every moment of our life. And that's why it's so important to be still in the present and focus on our blessings while appreciating the challenge as a lesson to strengthen our muscles. We have our muscles to work out, but we have our muscles to create perseverance and pivot. Through the whole pandemic, we would sit down as a family at the dinner table, and I said it's perseverance and it's the ability to pivot. And you saw businesses that failed because they couldn't pivot, and you saw businesses that soared because they did pivot. And it was the same with us as human beings, as individuals. But you have to be in tune with having faith in God, in able to make that decision in moving forward so that you are feeling that dopamine, feeling that ability to take one step forward and trusting and not knowing where the path is going to take you.
That's exactly right. Yeah, I'm not sure there are many more, like currently, that there are many more devastating or debilitating issues than cheap dopamine.
Mm.
Because just like you said, you're setting up a system that is reinforcing itself. And so we find that, to use the language of the day, that we are constantly refreshing, but
Mhm.
never refreshed.
Yes.
Constantly scrolling our feed, but never feeding our soul.
Mm.
And we're in this journey, like we're playing the super long game, because it's not even just your 65 years to retirement or 90, 100 years of life. We're talking about, if you were created for eternity, we're in this preparation phase, and there is endless time stretched out in front of us. So while we wait, and one of my old pastors used to say this, it's such a great thing. He's like, your faith is built in the weight room,
Mm.
the WAIT room. So while we're waiting, while we're having to figure out how to pivot, while we're just saying, God, this is not the place I want to be, but it's the place I find myself. And so I will meet you. I am in the present. While we do that and we learn to persevere, we find that we're growing stronger, even when our outside circumstances may be deteriorating. Our inner person, our strength can be growing, and out of that emerges the human that we were always meant to be. So I just find this as a fascinating connection point between the opportunity we have to go after the good stuff, deep conversation,
Yeah.
intimate relationships, serving your fellow man and woman, creating uh, using all of this, connecting with your creator in worship, like all of those things, you find there is a sustenance and a fulfillment and nourishment that it just can't be had in cheap and fake forms.